What's up, guys? It's your boy T. Today we're going to be talking about the Mamamax situation. Now, I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with it, but I want to talk about some things that have been happening ever since multiple YouTubers have released videos about him. I'm going to say my personal opinion about Mamamax. He deserves what's coming to him. He shouldn't have been taking this case in the first place. This is above him. He is a YouTuber, not a professional pedophile hunter, and it's even proven that he has not put any pedophiles in jail, so he should not have been doing this in the first place. This is above him. I do not know why Spencer even wanted him to even take care of this case. I know he's been spouting that he hunted down pedophiles, put pedophiles in jail, but there's people that you can clearly find that do better with this case. He has not handled it well. He's been telling people that there's a pedophile on the loose, and he has multiple victims, but he has no proof that says that the person has done it. All the evidence that's been coming out has been random tweets. Like, what does Kirby have to do with the fact that he's a pedophile? You know what I mean? So, of course, a lot of people have just been discrediting him, and his sub count has been going down tremendously. Like I said, again, he deserves what's coming for him. You can't be calling people out and saying that YouTubers are groomers and pedophiles for not looking into the situation or not agreeing to talk about the situation when you have no proof. You came out with this statement saying he is a pedophile and have no proof to back it up. It's just blanket statements by the victims. And I'm not saying this stuff ain't true, but if you don't have proof and you don't even comprehend what is going on because he don't even understand the whole nuance of the situation, you should not upload it. You should not even post about it. It should have never been posted about in the first place. This is a serious thing. You're posting it on the internet. I guess you want a lot of traction towards the situation, but you shouldn't have did this. This should have never became a video. This should have never been a thing. You made a big fiasco out of this whole thing just because you wanted people to talk about it and you just didn't want to do it by yourself. You chose to keep going with it. Now, I don't know why you didn't just tell Spencer, hey, this is above your pay grade, you can't do it. You shouldn't have never told her that you were going to do it. So that's all I want to say with that. And I'm going to speak some other things I don't like about Mamamax and also Spencer, because I have some feelings about her. Something about her I just don't like. So anyway, we're going to be going to things that happened after the whole videos came out. So recently, Mudahar releases this tweet, and it says, was sent what appears to be a leaked message from Max to his private evidence server, so can't claim if this is valid. Insane effing behavior to start wasting resources on an international lawsuit. Get help. And it says, Spencer and I are considering a class action lawsuit against Mudahar for breaching our non-disclosure agreement, inciting harassment on live streams, defamation, and causing emotional distress. He's extremely rich, so that lawsuit seeks $1 million in damage to be distributed between all of you. All you would have to do is testify against him, particularly regarding his actions, not speaking to any of you about the evidence and the impact his behavior has had on you. Spencer has agreed to be the lead plaintiff, and I'll do all the hard work. Please let us know if you're interested. This could have a huge impact on the case against Camden. And somebody says, do know, can this stop? What does this have to do about Camden at this point? I get money, you know, you need money for the case, whatever, boo-hoo. But this doesn't have anything to do with Camden at this point. This is just about making money. That is ugly to me. And the fact that Spencer is saying that she's going to be the lead plaintiff is weird to me. It just don't look right. If you are a victim, you want justice. You don't want money. These victims do not deserve money, okay? They are victims and are understandable. What happened to them is disgusting. It's horrible. But they don't deserve money. They don't need money. What they need is help. They need this dude to be in jail so nobody else can be affected to him. Nobody else can be affected by this man again if he did do these things. Most of this stuff has been going on. Mamamax has just been spouting off of emotions. He's hearing these people's stories, and of course he's getting emotional. So he's like, man, it gotta be true. And you don't even know for sure if it is. Camden may have not even done it. Not saying he didn't do it, or not saying he did do it, but for you to say that he is a pedophile, that he did do these things without any proof is wrong. And you should know that since you put so many people in jail. And look, one thing I want to add, I'm pretty sure we all know somebody who's been sexually assaulted before. One of my best friends has been sexually assaulted. But with that being said, just because someone is SA'd or anything like that does not necessarily mean they deserve money. This money that Max and Spencer want is wrong. They do not deserve money. They should not be getting money for what happened to them. They should not be benefiting from the crime that was done to them. Because the way that they've been handling this, the way Max talks about these girls or these victims, makes them sound like they can't defend themselves, like they can't do nothing for themselves, like they need a handout, when that is not true. These people are normal human beings, and they can work and make money just like you and me. who have not been essayed. So I don't like the way he's been trying to kind of addressing them. Even if he didn't mean it like that, it comes off of that. And I just do not like the fact that he's been kind of making it like that. And now that he's talking about suing Mutahar for $1 million, it's just ugly. Even extremely more ugly, the fact that you're saying this and one of these people to sue Mutahar. It's just sad to me. Even while seeing that, Muta still wants to help. He says, despite this, I'll still do what I can to help any potential victims privately. I don't believe this is thinking of any parties who are seeking justice. I think this is the AI dribblings of a man-child, which Muta is a good man for the fact that he's still willing to help these people. And it feels like to me, maybe Muta should have been the one handling this, but nah, he would have had the common sense to say, hey, take this to the police, because he knows good well he cannot handle a pedophile case. So also, apparently Mamamax has deleted some of the videos off his channel. Now, some of the videos he deleted has to do with Camden Gerard Davis, of course. However, he does still have shorts up on his channel. As you can see, he has these 3 shorts up, 2 of them doing with Camden. So he deleted the videos, like calling him out, but he did not delete the shorts. I don't understand it, but you know, whatever. But sadly, I cannot get a screenshot of this comment I read yesterday, but I do want to put in this clip of me reading it so you can hear it, because honestly, it's a good comment. The people right here about this comment that I'm about to read is the people that he should be listening to. People who have been in situations like this. Most of the people who watch Mamamax are SA survivors, or they know people who are SA survivors. And most people watching because they want people to get the justice they deserve. Even if they cannot get justice for the crime that was done to them, the fact that somebody is getting justice for the crime that was done to them is well enough and good for them to hear. So let me read this comment. Like I said, I don't have the screenshot of it, but somebody did put this comment, and it's a really nice constructed comment, honestly. And even one of his followers says this, says, hey Max, mother of a survivor SA here. Someone like you who meant well is the reason my child's abuser walked away without so much of a slap on the wrist. I'm begging you, for the sake of the survivors, to step the F back from this. They deserve to have their stories heard. There's no question there. They also deserve to have justice, and your competence in mishandling of the situation is bringing them farther and farther from every time you post. I just saw a clip of you interviewing a survivor and having her incriminate herself. Did you realize you did that? I doubt it. Do you realize that by sounding an alarm without the proper authorities being involved, you're giving the abusers the opportunity to cover their tracks and destroy concrete evidence that could put them behind bars? Of course you don't. The legal system is not perfect. I will be the first to admit that, but at least if the right agencies are involved in this, there is at least a chance of some sort of justice being served. If you really care about these people, stop with the vigilante bullshit that relies on emotional manipulation, which it has, and misrepresentation, and let survivors get the help they deserve. And like I said, honestly, reading that comment yesterday, it's just it's deep, honestly, because the fact of the matter is there is somebody who has seen this, who's seen the whole thing happen before, and is telling Max, hey, stop this bullshit. All right, I've seen this happen before. I know what happens. The person ain't gonna go to jail, okay? Because you're messing up. And these people have been telling him he's messing up. YouTubers he has asked, peers that he has asked, people who he has asked, has been telling him to not do this because you don't have enough evidence to back it up. I get that you want to put this man in jail if he did these crimes, but you don't have the evidence to be able to put him in jail. And you're not an investigator, okay? You are a YouTuber at the end of the day. Another thing that happened is there's videos out there of him saying he can cancel Charlie. He has a weird obsession with Charlie, honestly, in these videos, and it's just extremely weird. The fact that you're saying these in your recordings, I know we all say random stuff in recordings, or sometimes we say something funny in recording and we probably shouldn't put on up in public. But if you have somebody that edits your videos, don't you think you should not have random sentences you do when you have somebody else editing your video, especially if they make you look bad?
I could literally cancel you, Charlie. I could literally cancel you, and I choose not to. It's true though. It's the truth. Like, I'm the friggin' pedo hunter. But I am being... I clicked this video because I thought he was talking about me. Are you okay? Are you sure?
Why do I do this to me?
Because I get it. Like, I get what I'm doing is creepy and obsessive. It is. But I promised them I would not let them down, and I will not.
Bro, it's kind of a little too late. You should have told them to go to the police. But anyway, the reason this even got exposed and these footage, because this is footage from the video where he exposes, quote unquote, Pink of Zero as a pedophile, but it's really just clickbait. And it's on this Reddit page on YouTube Drama. I'll put a link in the description so you can go to it so you can see the video itself. It's unlisted on YouTube, so you have to go through this link. But he says some things that he just shouldn't have been saying. Even if you're playing around, these are your peers, and if this stuff comes out, people of course are going to spread it like wildfire. And it's just strange for you to say this stuff, especially when you have somebody else editing your videos. And the fact that you got him editing your crazy videos is insane. I hope you was playing him well, because them videos, Jesus. Now the next thing I want to talk about is the podcast he did for Spencer, and I want to say this was stupid. Right now, the podcast is not stupid. It has a lot of information telling her story, and her story should be heard, and everybody's survivor story should be heard. However, people cannot even sit through a 10-minute video. Why would you think they would sit through a 4-hour and 40-minute podcast? The podcast also should have been on your channel. So I forgot to add on to this, but what I was saying is it should have been on his channel. And also on top of that, he should have made a 30-minute version of the video, so it had everything wrapped in a nice little package. He's a videographer. He's a filmmaker. He could have took the most important parts and put it into a film, so people who can't handle a 4-hour and 40-minute video can actually, see what's going on. And it would have went to a further audience than just the couple of people, 22,000 people who did watch the live stream. Watch the podcast. I know he said people who really want to learn about it are going to be willing to watch the podcast. However, that doesn't necessarily mean people have 4 hours to actually watch it. They might be interested in it, but they probably ain't got the time to even watch it. So you should have made a shorter version of it so people could actually watch it. And that's what I'm trying to get across. And you also, the reason you said it was on Spencer's channel, because you want her to make her own money, so she can be self-sufficient, so she can get her own house, her own home, and that's why you ask for donations for your Cash Apps and Patreon and everything like that. However, Spencer is her own woman, and she can make her own money. She does not need a handout to be able to live on her own or find her own stuff, okay? I know she said the reason why she can't is because of the trauma she suffered. However, that doesn't mean you can't make a living for your own self, and it just seems like you're abusing the fact that what happened to you, and it just seems like you're abusing it or using it as a leverage to get through life, which you shouldn't be doing it. You shouldn't be allowing that to be your leverage. I'm not saying she is, but it just comes out like that. Another thing I want to speak on is the fact that she lives with him. There's no reason she should be living with him. You should not have the victim of the crime that you're investigating live with you. It's weird. She has family, as she stated in the podcast. She has family. She might not be the coolest with them, and it might not be the closest. However, they are still family, and she can always live with them if needed. I just don't understand why I live with Mamamax. There's no reason for you to. I know y'all know each other because it came out they've known each other for a while, like when they were younger and everything, but it's just not cool for y'all to be living with each other. Now each of y'all being influenced with each other, and I really do feel that Mamamax recently has been influenced by Spencer. I feel like there's certain actions he might have been saying, because since he lives with him, he's kind of been acting this certain way. Not saying all of them are influenced by him, but by her. But some of his actions just kind of being, just a little, just weird.
I've spoken with Max. Max is your representative. Max is supposed to be the one bringing the story across to everyone. And yes, if in the case that everything is actually, why is it your job? Because you're the one who's like spearheading this. You're the one spearheading it. What do you mean? Fine, give it to Spencer's channel. Spencer, you upload this whole thing.
What? It's the fucking person who's running the investigation.
Oh my
This is your
investigate
case.
this as well, and you haven't.
Yeah, why are you putting it all on me? Like, yes,
Because it's
You're
your
the fucking
case.
one bringing it. Why are you talking about this
Absolutely. I am the
case?
first one.
Yeah.
I do not want to
You're
be the only one.
You're,
the only one.
well, then you are the only one. You haven't convinced. Exactly. You haven't made anything
You
compelling.
haven't been listening to them. I've been
because you
trying
haven't been
to
giving
set up
anybody
a
anything to
call
work
like
with.
this
for months.
Yeah, and I've had a
Why-
2-hour-long
Minotaur, why-
call, and I'm not
Minotaur.
moving anywhere close to the situation. In fact, I have
Minotaur,
more
why
questions.
This section of Mudahar's video made me really not trust Max or really trust Spencer for that matter. The way they was handling that with talking to him and the other guy, Nick Diorio, was just not right. You expecting them to do all this work when they don't even truly believe everything. They don't even have enough evidence to work off of. Just because he joined the server does not mean he has to automatically investigate this stuff. He needs to actually see if there's even a case to begin with. And obviously, as he said, there's no really any case to run with. There's not evidence to even continue with it. And with Mudahar, if Mudahar was associate himself with this, knowing and acknowledging the fact there's no evidence or not enough evidence to back it up, that cans his credibility. Because now people are like, okay, what about this turns out to be false? Oh, so Mudahar lied to us? That's crazy. Now his credibility is shot, and he's built this credibility up for a while. He's been on this site for a while. Once you build up your credibility, you have one chance to mess it up for most YouTubers. If you mess it up, that's it. Not many people are going to trust, so you have to make sure everything that you go into, especially if you're a big name YouTuber that's backed by your name, is actually boosted with facts. And that's the issue. It's just not enough facts to go on. Most of the stuff you've been saying has just been sounding weird. Because let's keep it real. A vampire werewolf cult. Every person I've been telling this story to, my mother included, has just been like, what? Because it makes no sense at all. And I'm not trying to downplay the situation, but when you think about it, what sense does that make? Okay, and you know, you hear the situation, but you hear what happened to them and you're upset about it, you know, because emotionally it's sad that happened to somebody. But then you hear the vampire werewolf cult thing, you just like, what's going on? So again, everybody just don't know what's going on. It's just a weird situation, and Mamamax has been making it worse than it needed to be and making it harder than it needed to be. He needs to do better, but at the same time, it's too late. He has ruined his chances. He's ruined his time on the internet, and he has ruined his platform that he's made for people. I honestly do believe Mamamax did have his best intentions were to make a platform for victims of SA. As you know, most of his audience are victims of SA. I believe he wanted to have a platform where they can speak their mind or be protected. I don't have a problem with you trying to let people speak their mind about what happened to them. I don't have an issue with that at all. However, the way you've been handling this case, you should not have been handling this, and you should have made sure this case goes somewhere else that can actually do it. But the way you've been handling it is just wrong, man. And the fact that your channel is dying is all on you. And now these people who believed in you are now like, dang, this whole time he really wasn't the guy I believed he was. So it's sad for them. And now these people that are victims of Camden, if it really did happen, probably not going to get the justice they deserve because of what you've been doing and making a mockery of this whole event. Honestly, sad to me. So anyway, that's all I want to talk about. It's been your boy T. Like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I hope you have a good day. Bye.